All right.
That's all right. So shout outs to Bex Lookalike for joining us on the stream. Give her a follow on Twitter.
You have so many more followers on Twitter than like anyone else here. You have like 250, don't you?
225.
Yeah.
Also.
She's got good Twitter presence.
All right.
So.
I've had Twitter since 2011s, and I've had about 70 followers before going to that.
Yeah.
And I don't see them anymore, so yeah.
Still a lot though.
Look,
Anyway, coming into this game on Battlefield, we know from last season that in this matchup, Tezz likes to use the platforms to his best advantage. Here we go. Already, he's built up that lead.
It's a very polarizing playstyles from both of them because Gerald really loves this center bit. He loves that little circle in the middle of Battlefield.
Definitely.
And he'll try and spend as much of his time there as he possibly can. Really love to see, like in the post-game stats, if there was like a map proximity thing of how often people spend in different parts of the stage, you'd see a big red spot for Gerald in the very center of the stage, and then 3 little red spots for Tezz all around on the platform.
Yeah, but that's definitely very important for Gerald. It's one of the only things he can take over Tezz in this matchup for most of the game, and that's stage control. However, with Tezz on that top platform, he has no reason to come down once he's got the lead.
Yeah. And Tezz, is sitting on the lead here with a stock up. So this is Gerald's game to win. Nice work from him though, as he is using his super armor to his advantage to just block out those initial hits and get a secondary hit on Tezz.
Yeah. There's a good up smash though.
Yeah, as we said, beautiful work. Blocking out that forward air with the super armor and landing the up smash to punch that little boy to the heavens.
It's that up smash is definitely it's a big part of why you want to be on the ground as Little Mac. You've got so many options to catch landings.
Yeah.
Which is why it almost sounds right to want to be on the stage with platforms, but it's just you don't get the opportunity enough.
Yeah. No, definitely. And being on this stage against Little Mac can also be very tough. It's particularly when he's got that bit of center stage control, because unless you're planning on dropping through the platform at him, he's you've got very telegraphed ways of approaching him.
Yeah.
There's only sort of 3 angles.
Yeah, and
2 angles which is going to be and they're very telegraphed. Like you're only going to come from either the left or right, and either the top or the bottom. And you kind of have to go through the platform to get there.
All things considered, though, Tezz is sitting in the losing position right now. But that is a good
After
back
starting
row.
off with a really big advantage, but nice bowling ball there, and catches Gerald and takes that first game. They're just saying the setup doesn't work. I figured it out last set. It doesn't work. You can neutral get up. And unless he sees that coming, again, it's like a 50-50. It's a mind game. It's a big mind game. I think it's. Well, I always talk about this, but I think that's one of the more impressive things that Tezz does is his ledge traps.
Yeah.
And he has, if you're on the ledge against him, it is horrible.
Absolutely.
And I play Falcon, so it's hard for me. But for Little Mac, I imagine it'd be even harder because you don't have as much aerial maneuverability or as much presence in the air either. So, I mean, for this matchup in particular, it really can make or break. But as we've seen in the past, Gerald is very, very adept at getting back to stage. Yeah, as the Little Mac. He
definitely knows all those moves inside and out, which is really something that will just come to you when you play a character for so long.
Exactly.
Anyway, coming into game 2, obviously, Tezz choosing to ban Final Destination.
Yeah.
And we do have that phase in Town and City where with no platforms, and that's definitely that's so unfortunate. I think that was I want to say that was a problem with buffering, because of the amount of time stuff like that happens to me.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it either poor buffering or missed input, unfortunately.
Like
which is unfortunate, but that's all right.
But he does have the percent on
He
Tezz.
does.
It's only one reasonably good smash attack away. No!
Or,
no! They're both kind of SD.
Yeah, it looks like Tezz is looking to cement his spot in the Max King Club, and yeah, he's taken his own stock this time. Decided, hey Gerald, it was pretty unfortunate how you lost your first one, so I'll give you a free one.
Yeah, that jab we're seeing a lot now.
Yeah.
Finding that's becoming a good option for covering ledge.
A lot of good damage, I think, from the rapid jab.
He's keeping Tezz on this ledge here. However, I don't know if it's worth it because he's getting hit by all these Lloyd rockets. Whoa!
Oh my god!
He just does it! He just goes in and does it!
What? Alright, so...
You jumped over it. Your jump is like the height of the move.
No, like I double jump, like I bump and double jump.
That wouldn't have been fast enough.
Alright, so... smash for magnet hands.
Yeah, this is why Villager isn't top tier.
This is like magnet hands for character.
Yeah, so
I'm the lane.
I mean, it does have a win box. Maybe it's got a backwards win box that no one's ever seen before.
maybe it's magic. I mean, that's definitely possible.
Oh yeah, P9 saying, "Good God, Tezz is playing like me." You play Villager. There's only really one way to play it.
Yeah, that kind of really is the only one way to play it, I guess. I mean, I tried to play aggressive Villager. That didn't work out too well for me.
His approach tools are not very good.
No, they're not. Hey, I can slingshot you from halfway across the stage, but I can't slingshot you right in the face.
Which is
Horrible.
why this matchup doesn't make much sense to me, because Villager is a big defensive character, whereas Mac's only real options are offensive. And in this game where most characters are looking to capitalize off someone else's approach or poor, or like misinput, poor decisions, definitely defensive play is more rewarded in this game. But yet we see this matchup go on like this.
Yeah.
With Gerald able to take games off Tezz.
But that being said, both players do play very defensively. Gerald, known for being very patient and waiting for his opponents to come down. I always liken Gerald's play on Little Mac to how it should be played, like a boxer. He's keeping his feet on the ground, he's running around, he's getting the hits that he knows he can get. He's not looking for anything flashy, he just wants to get the points and knock you out.
Because he's no air fighter.
No, he's not an air fighter. Exactly. He's not like a pro wrestler or anything where he's going to go around and do lots of flippy stuff and, whatever. But, he's actually just going to punch you in the face just like that.
Yeah, that was a good F smash.
And, yeah. He,
I think with Gerald having played this character for so long, he's got his playstyle down to such a refined art that I think with a little bit of dedication to actually watching his replays and learning his playstyle, I don't think he should be much to deal with. The problem is he's fast. That's the only real thing that is going for him, and that matters so much in a game like this. But
well, exactly. When we talked before about how it's a lot about your defensive options, and movement speed is an aggressive and a very defensive option, which is why we see Sonic at the very, like upper echelon of this of the tier list in this game, because being fast allows you to you have the access, I guess. It's everything's on your call. So being faster, definitely allows everything to be more on your call. Nice catch there. So pausing loses stop there.
Alright.
No, we all know how that one was going to end. John
No,
goes
he
up
could
2-1.
have DI'd it.
Yeah,
Could've DI'd it.
he definitely
what are you
could.
doing?
But I think start button's his favourite DI. Anyway, we're on to game 4.
Gerald's one game away from taking this tournament.
Yeah. But Tezz is only 2 games away from resetting the bracket, so it definitely could be anybody's game. We've seen crazier comebacks before. A lot crazier.
I think
a big thing for a lot of players is definitely we had a decent break since last year.
Yeah.
It's in that off season. It's keeping your reflexes up, making sure you get decent practice in.
Yeah.
And I think Tezz knows to himself that he can do this, or at least could have done this last year.
Yeah.
He's going to the Corrin now, which we did see. It was 3-0 in the last
Yeah, it
set,
was in the
wasn't it?
last set, yeah.
Yeah.
So he tackled the first set with the Corrin and the second one with the Villager. So far the Villager's taken one more game, but it was a very close game as the first one. And Gerald almost made a big comeback, so we're going to see it. We're seeing the swap to the Corrin.
We're just seeing Tezz just landing a lot and not and getting punished for it.
Yeah.
Not with necessarily big hits, but they are getting a decent amount of damage.
Well, yeah.
That down smash was nearly really good.
Yeah, that down smash was really nearly Tezz's demise.
Good work there from Tezz, just withholding his ledge grab just that little bit, those few frames to get out of that down smash range. I think Gerald would have benefited there from just being that little bit closer to the ledge when he did it.
Just to get that little bit of an extended hitbox, but
Definitely.
not quite this time.
I'm not really sure what that was.
No, but
Tezz is just getting away with it. He got back to stage fine that time, which is odd.
Nice F throw from Gerald.
It's so weak. That's so weak.
But he gets the positioning he wants, which is
definitely. He can just hold that jab.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's got the KO punch now, but I reckon.
Nah, he doesn't.
Knowing him, he wasn't going to use it. He was going to save it. 132. He doesn't need it to kill.
And that's generally how we see Gerald play with the KO punch. Is he will get it and make you really scared of it, or he will get it and just use it on you straight away.
Yeah. I think that's a big thing about Little Mac. Once he gets the KO punch, he almost fits that grappler archetype where. Because it goes through shield, you don't want to get hit. You don't want, because it does so much damage. It'll kill you, and that fear is so easy to play off. And I think that's important to just improving your play. You have to have confidence in your own abilities and your options, and not be just scared of things.
Yeah. Well, there's only one other character in this game that has anything even similar to that, and that's Cloud with the limit break.
Yeah.
And it just means that you have to adopt a different mindset when they have those abilities up, because you can't take the pressure off, because you'll just give them all the control back. You can't play too aggressive to put yourself in a bad situation and allow them to punish you, because they'll have a very strong punish up their sleeve.
This is good for Tezz though. He did get that stock.
He did.
I noticed both players taking the other one to the ledge and just holding that multi-jab on the shield.
Yeah. And this time it's relatively even to start off with, whereas in the last stock, Gerald was dominating Tezz.
Yeah, this is it's very important for now for Tezz that he knows what follow-ups are coming and he avoids them. He doesn't need any more hits than he can afford.
Yeah, exactly. He needs to pretty much play perfectly here. But that being said, Gerald also needs to be very careful. He is definitely not out of the woods yet. Like we said, is very even game.
You can see now Tezz not wanting to get off this platform. That KO punch is so scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Gerald going to the platform now, and not quite. That was an up smash and not.
See, this is where Gerald has this great advantage, because when someone's playing so scared of this KO punch, those other moves you don't expect them. All you expect is KO punch, but he did, however, whiff it there. And
he throws it out, trying to go for it.
Good back air there from Tezz, taking that game. We're going to game 5.
Yeah, so
this Corrin that didn't work for him in the last set is now going to perhaps reset this bracket.
Has now taken another game for him and could help him reset the bracket. So we'll see what character selections these guys make. Gerald swapping it back from Wire Mac,
going back to normal mode Mac
to Gerald Mac.
You can fix Wire Mac whenever I plug in my headphones, so I can't react to
Do they make different sounds?
Because if I platform camping, I have my headphones in, I can hear when he's running for an upbeat.
That's interesting because people do react
To sound,
to
yeah.
sound faster than to visuals, and you do.
Why Mac doesn't have the sound, or doesn't have as much sound.
I guess I didn't know that was that difference.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Well, I learned everything today.
Then again, it's only one sound that needs to change. When you hear Mac dash around, he's got that very distinctive noise when he begins a dash.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's definitely important to know that.
Yeah, no, he definitely.
But it's interesting that there's that level of play between these two. They know each other's
Well, they know
play
each other
so
in and
well
out.
that it's like, all right, I'm gonna counterpick him with a different costume.
I know, it's almost crazy to say that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because
Tezz with a big lead here. That was a great side beat.
huge lead. He is doing really well.
This is definitely a lot better. He's keeping that momentum up.
Yeah.
That was a great grab. Not wanting to take any pressure off Gerald here.
And I guess like the more the longer he goes without taking a hit, the harder it is for your opponent to get themselves back in that mindset of, alright, I need to just hit him now. Nice follow up with the raw back air there.
Ooh, nice. Fantastic
Work with the
2-frame.
pin, yeah.
I don't even know it was a 2-frame, but it was good nonetheless.
Yeah, really nice. That actually pokes underneath the stage, so that may not have been a 2-frame, but
Either
it
way,
is
it was
really,
still
yeah, it was really close
really well executed.
and really well done.
One thing I've noticed that is happening a lot is just in neutral or even when there's no confrontation, either player may hold shield.
Yeah.
And it's an unfortunate loss there for
That
Tezz.
was unfortunate, but really good edge guarding from Gerald actually.
But it's something I saw, I can't remember who said it on Twitter in response to the Australian players currently in Hawaii that...
Shout out to Down Tilt Pazix,
Yeah, shout outs to Down to Pazix, our boy.
top 8 point pounders.
Yeah, anyway, sorry, Cap.
that it's generally a trend for Australian players to just sit in shield for extended periods of time, which doesn't fly overseas. And
Yeah.
that's interesting because I know I do it a lot, and you see these players just going shield to shield to shield across the stage.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like shield is your ultimate protection or anything. It's it's not a tool to be used just because.
However, in this matchup, it may make a lot of sense. Counter on that jab.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not
Tezz
the
has
best.
no platforms to protect him here,
Yeah,
and
not
we've
the best
seen
things
we've seen
now.
how he responds to the KO punch on the stage. But that was a really good use of the neutral B there.
Yeah, just to
both,
protect
both
himself.
stalling him in the air and cancelling out the KO punch.
Good work there from Tezz. He is quite a bit of percent down, but definitely could take Little Mac's stock at any time because of Little Mac's poor air mobility. As you can see there,
That would have been a fantastic moment to capitalize on, but sometimes when players make mistakes, you think of them so highly you don't even expect it
Yeah.
to happen. You don't think, he's going to do this weird side B here, but no, Tezz will take this in the end.
And we
resetting the bracket.
are
we're
resetting this bracket.
Going to set 2 of Grand Finals. I didn't expect this when I saw him down.
So we're on to set 2 now. As I'm going to reset all of the scores. Hey, Chris. And I will change Gerald's name. He is also in losers bracket now. What's going on?
Oh, the headphones are coming out. Gerald's finally getting serious after
right.
losing 2 games in a row to Corin, which he
So-
previously thrashed.
So after that set, both
That's like
players
Gerald's entire playstyle.
taking a quick breather just to get themselves settled, and then settling on back into it. I better edit the bracket now so I don't forget.
I'm looking forward to see what Tezz does. I always wonder when Gerald... What moment is it enough for Gerald to switch characters? What makes him need to do that? No one... It doesn't feel like anyone wants to... It doesn't feel like anyone puts the pressure on him so much that he thinks, this is when I need to change.
Except for maybe Trucks. He's the only person I'd say.
I haven't seen that happen myself, but...
I've seen it a few times, especially when he did play a lot of Fox. When Gerald
Yes.
played a lot of Fox.
Fox is such a good character.
Isn't he?
I reckon-
That's beside the point, but
I reckon Fox... This is probably not a very popular opinion, but I reckon Fox is just as good as Diddy Kong in this meta. I reckon you got Bayo, and then you got Cloud, and then you got Fox or Diddy.
Fox a dude? I think that's fair. I think Fox is really good.
Yeah.
I think Fox is really good.
Because again, he's just so fast. He's got
Well,
like
it's the
great.
same thing with Sonic. Like Sonic's so quick, and it gives you all the advantages because you have the tempo.
Yeah, however, you don't
play
have
the tempo.
those. You don't have the good tools and mix-ups like Fox does. Fox definitely has earlier kill power.
Yep.
And he's I don't think Sonic is as good as most people say. That's the thing. I reckon Fox fills that niche well enough that Sonic isn't as relevant.
I think Sonic's power mostly relies on his speed, whereas Fox's power isn't so much in his speed, but in his moveset and his ability to be able to chain together all his moves.
Yeah, there is not. If you watch one game of Sonic, you've seen everything Sonic can do.
Pretty much.
There is nowhere he's going, and when more stuff comes out that is able to counter Sonic, that's when he's just going to drop off.
Yeah.
Same thing that happened to Yoshi.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
People figured it out and he just stopped being used. He's dropped down so much. Weird, just side B, long side B and neutral for Gerald. You don't often see him do something like that. He's going to get back.
No, you don't expect that. Hey Space Jam, at the venue, we are at Smash at Guff in Launceston. So yes, we are at the venue, I guess. Oh, sorry, Becky's at the venue as well. And she joined us on the stream before.
She's so good. Alright, so KO Punch, again, Tezz is going to be very thankful for these platforms. As much as it seems cheap to just stay on the platforms and avoid it, it does make so much sense. And
hey, look, I mean, winning isn't cheap.
No.
You know?
You gotta earn that first place.
Yeah, exactly.
Do whatever it takes.
You gotta earn that payout.
It's funny how I really Tezz, when he gets those pins on the ground, when he's not hitting, it's just a shield.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything. He just sits there for a bit, and I don't think that's a good option at all because I know from experience you can grab that, you can hit that.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want. Mostly,
Especially
and it's hard. It's difficult to react to some of the faster options.
And you can grab out of shield, like straight away out of shield. So
Yeah.
it can be.
And while that may not be as useful for Little Mac,
There are lots of characters that it is useful.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. The F tilt does have a lot of range on it.
that would definitely be a good option
Definitely
to
be a
use
good
then.
option. But thankfully, Gerald has his
going
headphones
to-
in, so he can't hear what we're saying, so he won't now do
He's
that.
not going to pick up on these master strats.
No. Until he goes back and watches everything.
Watches everything, and then he comes back next time, and he's a god.
Yeah, he's an absolute machine. All right.
I definitely think it's really good for our scene that even just going on the national level, I think it's really good that it's not just you see all the top characters filling the top spots of players. It's player skill that is
Dominates over over what characters are good. Yeah,
definitely.
and I think I mean we've always said this, and that leads back to our conversation before about Sonic and Fox, is that the tier list doesn't make the character; the player makes the character. And you know, like, just because something's rated highly on the tier list doesn't mean it's that good.
No.
It's just there hasn't been a way found to counter it yet. So good work there from Gerald. That sky uppercut there of his that he really likes to take stocks with, but I haven't actually seen him take any with it tonight.
No, I can't recall any myself either. I think with character picks, it's definitely important to get experience against characters you struggle with.
Yeah.
Because while definitely player-specific experience is key, it only helps you to so much of a degree. And I think
Thank you, Beck. Thank you for coming.
I think a big character that suffers under not having that much diversity in playstyle is Bayonetta.
Yeah.
I hate to use myself as an example for this, but I used to play a lot with Basti when he played Bayonetta, and I learnt a lot about the character. And then the last circuit event that we had with the Hobart players, Tuni came up, and beat him rather convincingly, and that's only because I knew what Bayonetta can and would do.
Yeah.
What was the best option in each scenario? I knew about it.
Because you played it inside and out.
Yeah, and that's.
Yeah, I feel like that's always going to be a good factor. Is having that knowledge and that experience. Oh my god! And that was a sick
good
2
down
frame there
smash.
with that down smash. Just punches Clone in the face.
He's gone for
underneath
so
the
may
stage.
of those. It must feel good to finally get one.
Yeah. And
wonder
Gerald
what
taking
frame
that
that
first
comes
game of the
out
bracket reset.
I wonder what frame that comes out with, because it's in all the games I've seen of Little Mac, that's such a popular option to go for, and clearly it works. But
It is, I think, the majority reason why it's always why you see it a lot is because it hits below the ledge, and it also has super armor. And
I feel like the armor's less important in this case, though, because you're trying to hit someone else recovering. It's unlikely that they'll
that may be
hit
true,
you
but
while you're hitting them.
But remember, there are a lot of characters that have like an up B that can click through the stage. Corrin's actually one of them. If you're standing on the side of the ledge, you will get hit by it. So I feel like the super armor can be pretty important for that. That being said, though, it does cover. It has really good ledge coverage itself, like the move, just the hitboxes. So
I feel like in those situations where you get hit, though, those are when the player is really hugging the ledge, and it's unlikely that you will even connect the move if they're just going to do that.
Yeah.
That's when I think it's important to.
Ooh,
What? What happened?
He clashed with the down smash and just got sent off to like the bottom right.
Right, there he goes.
Yeah, there he goes.
Oh, was that the win box? Tezz is not happy about that one, and that's really understandable. That is not a good way to
that
go.
is really understandable.
That was 2 stocks in about 15 seconds. What? Tezz forfeits? Alright.
Sure? Alright. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate to...
That sucks, but that's a poor place to be in.
to finish our grand finals in, but definitely understandable. Very frustrating looking experience. But congratulations to both Tezz and Gerald for giving us a very entertaining set.
Definitely very...
And a lot of fun to cast as well. So thank you guys.